Valtteri Bottas's future is firming up, while the Netherlands could have a new name on the 2022 grid. You can now watch full 24-minute episodes of The Inside Line at our official home on unbeaten.com. Valtteri Bottas remains poised to replace 2007 F1 World Champion Kimi Raikkonen at Alfa Romeo next season, should the monosyllabic Iceman announce his retirement from the sport. Bottas is a free agent and likely out of a drive at the end of the year, with increasing rumors he will be replaced at Mercedes by its rated protégé George Russell, who is currently racing for Williams. Mercedes insists it has not yet made a decision on the second seat, with a verdict expected during the summer break. But Alfa Romeo boss Frederic Vasseur says he's in no hurry to lock in a lineup, with the big teams yet to finalize. Mercedes has to take a decision, and then Red Bull has to take a decision. Then, like a domino, we will have some opportunities on the table, and we'll take a decision, he said. The Netherlands could have two drivers on the grid next year, with Nyck de Vries in line to replace George Russell at Williams, should the young Brit be promoted to Mercedes' works team. De Vries is currently leading the Formula E Championship with 2 rounds to go, 6 points up on nearest challenger Robin Frins, care of 2 wins in Saudi Arabia and Spain and 2 podiums. De Vries has a stellar record with the 2010 Karting World Championship, Formula Renault 2.0 Alps, and Euro Cup, 3rd in Formula Renault 3.5 in 2015, and the 2019 Formula 2 title. An impressive background, lauded by Mercedes boss Toto Wolff in that same year, ahead of lifting the F2 crown.
Nyck is a young driver that is just about to win the F2 series. It hasn't happened yet, and we know it's not finished until it's finished. But he has somebody that must have his ambition on Formula 1. But equally, Formula E becomes a truly worthy race series. And we've been able to convince him that it is a platform of the future.
Should George Russell go to Mercedes and Valtteri Bottas to Alfa Romeo, De Vries is a strong option for Williams alongside Nicholas Latifi, but will be competing with Stoffel van Dorn for the drive. Kimi Raikkonen says his Alfa Romeo racing team should wake up and bring more development to its 2021 car for a chance to score more points. The Iceman and teammate Antonio Giovinazzi have scored just 1 point each so far, in Azerbaijan and Monaco respectively. But Raikkonen, who spun after light contact with Red Bull's Sergio Perez in the closing stages of the British Grand Prix, didn't see that as the main reason why he failed to make 10th at the flag. "Maybe we need to make the car fast, it's simple," he said over team radio at Silverstone. "It's impossible to fight against them. Same this, same that, and try to fight with the other cars. Come on, we've got to wake up and do something." Alfa Romeo Racing switched its resources to 2022 a few weeks ago, with the squad going aggressive on strategy to beat rivals. Red Bull is still considering options for action over Max Verstappen's high-speed crash with Mercedes Sir Lewis Hamilton at Silverstone that retired the car and caused $1.8 million in damage. Red Bull team boss Christian Horner says Hamilton got off lightly with a 10-second time penalty, which he then overhauled to win the race, while Verstappen went to the local hospital feeling like he'd done a few rounds with boxer Tyson Fury, forcing the squad to consider its options. Given the severity of the incident and the lenient penalty, we are reviewing all data and have the right to request a review, he said. To take action, Red Bull must bring a significant and relevant new piece of evidence to the FIA within 14 days. Mercedes has defended Sir Lewis Hamilton's pass on Max Verstappen at Silverstone, with Silver Arrow's technical director James Allison stating he was substantially alongside and able to make the corner. Hamilton tagged Verstappen's right rear at turn 9, Copse, on lap 1, which tossed him into the barriers and out of the race. And while Allison said the furious discussion on blame is ongoing, he added that Hamilton had nothing to apologize for, despite a 10-second time penalty.
If you can go round the corner, if you are substantially alongside the other car, then the corner is yours. What that means is not that you have to emerge in the lead. What it means is you do not have to cede your position. You do not have to back off. And the other car has a duty to avoid hitting you.
Mercedes also revealed it won't be bringing any more big upgrades this year, with Silverstone the last substantial development.
But there'll be a few tweaks here and there where we can see efficiently that we could bring some performance without distracting us from the big effort that's now going into next year's car.
Momentum is growing for Austin to hold 2 races back-to-back this year, with the calendar set to shuffle as a result of the Australian Grand Prix's cancellation due to quarantine restrictions. Current speculation sees Brazil potentially moving to October 24 and run back-to-back with Mexico before a 2-week break. Twin races at Austin could then be held on November 14 and 21. Putting Brazil, which is on the UK's red list, and Mexico together enables certain sections of the sport to avoid an expensive 14-day stay in hotel quarantine upon return to England. The only other question mark is the Japanese Grand Prix on October 10. Mick Schumacher has doffed his cap to his father, 7-time F1 world champion Michael, with a run in his iconic 1991 V8-powered Jordan at the Silverstone circuit last Tuesday. Schumacher completed a short run in the legendary car his father made his impressive F1 debut with at Belgium's Spa-Francorchamps circuit in a feature for British broadcaster Sky Sports. The 22-year-old has also driven his father's 2004 championship-winning Ferrari and 1994 title-winning Benetton. All of which Schumacher has tried to enjoy, rather than feeling the huge weight of expectations on his shoulders.
For a racing driver in general, you always have to aim for the best. And I guess everybody in the field of Formula One and also below, they're all dreaming about becoming the most successful racing driver in the world. So, you know, some achieve it and some don't. And obviously, I enjoy every single moment of it, even though maybe it doesn't happen, well, it might not happen, or if it happens, even better. So, I just keep on working on myself, keep on driving, and keep on having fun what I'm doing.
F1 rookie Yuki Tsunoda was happy to score the final point at Silverstone, with the Japanese driver the only Honda-powered car to make the top 10 at the British Grand Prix. It was the first point for Tsunoda since the Styrian Grand Prix and his 10th overall, with the 21-year-old lagging behind teammate Pierre Gasly's haul, who has scored 39 points across 7 of the first 10 races. But Tsunoda was relieved to score at Silverstone, given proceedings were shaken up with the introduction of F1's first ever sprint qualifying session. The different format makes it a little bit difficult for me. 1 free practice and straight to qualifying, which I never had at Silverstone in Formula One. To be able to score a point is quite good, he said. Ferrari team boss Mattia Binotto is pleased with the Scuderia's progress after 10 races, with the squad 4th in the constructors' standings on 148 points, 17 more than it scored across 2020. Silverstone was a tough race, with Charles Leclerc missing out on a win 2 laps from home after Sir Lewis Hamilton passed him. While Carlos Sainz recovered to 6th after a 12.3-second pit stop with a sticking front left. It was his second fight-back drive for the weekend, after Williams' George Russell tapped him in the sprint, forcing him to the back, from which he returned to 10th. But Binotto can see the bigger picture and is pleased the team is getting on top of technical issues that have been affecting baseline performance. After France, we understood the weaknesses, and now this is 3 races in a row where we have had good pace in the race, which was a weakness at the start of the season, he said. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.